How is it going, everybody? It is Sam here with BFPGear.com, and today we're going to show you how to install the Eclipse Gamma Core ST3 soft tip bolt into your Gamma Core marker. So here I actually have one of the HK Army ETHA 3Ms, but this ST3 bolt can actually work with any Gamma Core marker, starting with the original G-Tech, the G-Tech 160R, the G-Tech 170R, ETHA 3 and 3M, and of course the planned Eclipse EMEC. Any other marker that is Gamma Core related, kind of like the 180R or maybe even the CS3, this will not be compatible with it, but this is going to be an extremely amazing upgrade for your Gamma Core marker. So with that all said and done, we're going to see you guys after the intro. All right, so I've got my tech mat here. We've got some grease, tools just in case. We've got our ETHA 3M or just Gamma Core compatible marker. And then we've got the Eclipse Gamma Core Soft Tip 3 Bolt Kit here. This is priced at $59.95 and it's gonna offer an amazing paint handling upgrade for your Gamma Core marker, but it's also going to eliminate what's called rollback. And we'll show that off here in a sec, but you just get in this little box here and it comes with an extra soft bolt tip, which is actually inserted into the bolt here, but let's just go ahead and remove it and just kind of show you like what I'm talking about with that rollback. Is that the bolt tip here is nice and flat, and it doesn't have like any kind of like, it's not open or anything. It doesn't like curve in or kind of like cave in, so a ball can like roll back into it. It kind of just sits on top, and that's going to help achieve a much more consistent velocity and better shot consistency over the chronograph. And then that rubber tip is also better at handling paint since it is a soft tip. But we're going to show you how to install it here real quick. Let's go ahead and remove the barrel because we don't need this. And then of course, after we install this thing, we're going to test our work. So all you need to do is just remove your Gamma Core out, and then all we're doing is replacing the bolt in here. So let's go ahead and thread off this blue piece here, the bolt can, and then just to pop this out, just push forward on it, and it just pops right out. And just to kind of show off how this works with this rollback, let's go ahead and just move these here. So if I put a paintball on this bolt here, it kind of sits inside of it a little bit. But then if I put it on top of this bolt here, it actually sits on top and it's probably going to roll off. But this is going to make it so the ball doesn't roll as much inside of the breech here, and that gets you better consistent shot quality and velocity. So that's going to be an overall improvement for the marker. Since we're getting rid of, not getting rid of, but upgrading the bolt, we're just going to put that to the side. And then this is what the grease is for, is because these O-rings are going to be nice and dry. We need to put some grease on them. So we just get a little bit of grease and put it on this back O-ring here. We don't really need to worry about too much else with this. And then one little extra thing that I like to do is get a little dab and put it on the inside of the bolt, just so it coats over the bolt guide O-rings here. And then once it goes over, it's just really nice, easy, smooth action. And then better safe than sorry, just doing a little bit of general maintenance here. The O-ring inside of the bolt can here, you just kind of get a little bit of grease and just kind of put it behind it. And then you just pop the bolt right in. Should pop right through, no problems whatsoever. And then you just screw this back on. And that's literally it. That's how you install the ST3 bolt on your Gamma Core marker. It can vary from marker to marker. Some of them are going to have that easy removal bolt system with the back cap. I know with the EMEC you're going to have to unthread it, but as long as you have this blue piece here and then that standard bolt, you can install an ST3 bolt really easily. So now there's only one thing left to do. Now that we've got everything put back together here, I'm going to grab an air tank and then we're just going to test our work, make sure everything's good to go. And there you go. You have installed the ST3 Bolt Kit for your Gamma Core marker. There's only one thing left to do, and I've got my air tank here. We got to check and make sure that our work is good. So air's up. Yeah, we got no problems, and then dry fire it a few times, make sure we have no leaks. But yeah, that is everything that you need to know and need to do to install the ST3 soft tip bolt kit into your Gammacore marker. Again, price point $59.95. It is not a necessary upgrade for your Gammacore marker, but it definitely gives you that peace of mind when you're shooting more fragile paint or shooting maybe in like colder weather conditions. The soft tip bolt, again, just better for paint handling. And then of course it sits, or the ball sits more flat on top of the bolt rather than kind of rolling into the bolt like the stock one. But yeah, $59.95, great upgrade for your Gammacore marker. And if you need to pick up an ST3 Bolt Kit, or maybe you want to pick up an ETHA 3M like this one, there's only one place to go, and that is BFPGear.com.